the Zulu king will no longer exist because the white supremacists do not recognize traditional leadership. So everything else that reflects blackness and African, they are going to destroy. Everything that promoted and put the black people in the forefront, this government of today is going to destroy. We must be aware as we mourn the death of our mother that we are in a more big trouble than we were yesterday, because we have a responsibility to defend the gains of 1994. Black unity is very necessary, but we can't say black people must be united under the old man. What does the old man have to do with the future? The black unity must be led by the youth, such as Monges, who are part of the solid organization with solid policies. Black unity cannot be led by people who wake up every day and fundraise a new policy, trying to understand what they stand for. Every day they wake up with a new policy because they were not prepared to build a vehicle for black unity. We have a vehicle for black unity, and that vehicle is the EFF. We must not be shaken by events that have taken place in the recent past. Every organization that is going to stand the test of time must go through the eye of the needle. That is where all of you are going to be tested if you are soldiers of economic freedom in our lifetime. These are challenging moments because this organization of ours, it's a living organization which will from time to time go through the necessary contradictions in order to propel movement forward. You must not be shaken by that which was never resolved by you. Do not allow the doomsayers to set an agenda for you. You must set your own agenda. You must determine your own future. No one must sit somewhere and say tomorrow this is how they need to respond to the future. The family of Twala and Mazibuku, please, the death of our mother should never be a source of divisions. We don't want to see you tomorrow fighting over her material belongings because she's no more. When someone has died and you want something from her, you can't take everything. If you take everything, Monges, that belongs to your mother, it's no longer loving your mother. That is greedy. Because your mother taught you to love each other, and love means sharing. When a mother passes on, a pillar of strength, the source of unity passes on, you must know that the doomsayers are going to try and divide you. Some are even going to make non-existing telephone calls that before she passed on, she called me and this is what she said. But all of you who lived with her, you know what she wanted, and it cannot be changed by a telephone call into some village, which that call never took place. When we are about to share the belongings of the deceased, each one of us must take one portion and take a backstand, so that you allow others to come in and take a portion and go back. We don't take our parents' belonging when they pass on because we don't know how to work for ourselves. We take what belongs to our parents for sentimental attachment, so that when we look at that which used to belong to our parents, we get inspiration and we work even much more harder. If you fight over the belongings of your parents, it is because you are lazy to work. Go and look for a job and stop fighting over the belonging of the departed. The departed would have given you these things if they wanted to give them to you. The fact that they did not give it to you daylight, you cannot come and mislead the whole community. The Twala family must stand firm, and firmness means unity of purpose, and that purpose is to protect the legacy of our mother. And disunity can never be the legacy of our mother. The legacy of our mother is oneness. The legacy of our mother is love. So we are going to make sure that as we proceed after this funeral, we remain a united family. I was talking to Mongis that now that the mother passed on, that house needs a mother because he is not married. So we came here. We came here for a funeral. We don't want to come back for the tombstone unveiling. We want to come back for a wedding celebration because he cannot keep this family of old women without a woman next to him. Alone, you are going to turn that house into a shebeen. Alone, you are going to turn that house into a brothel. Alone, you are going to turn that house into a party house. From a house of a prayer woman into a party house. What a shame can we become to our own mothers. So let's make sure that there is a woman in that house that protects the legacy of your mother. Let there be grandchildren and not less than 8 in that house, because we want as many children as possible. So all the single ladies, I just told you a big secret, including the choir. The guy is not married, so you can decide what you want to do after the funeral with him. Pastors, please continue to pray for this family. Continue to pray for our leaders. Continue to pray for Mongezi. Pray for the unity of the EFF, because the unity of the EFF is the unity of black people. Thank you very much.